Hey guys, Zach here, back in another video. This time we're taking a look at the Prismatic Defender card sleeves. So way back at Gen Con, I saw these guys, I think it was the TCG Player booth. I saw some of these sleeves they had on display there, and they looked really cool. And it reminded me of, back in the 90s, late 2000s, when trading card games were everywhere, and there was all kinds of cheap bad sleeves that you could buy, with the terrible American anime artwork on the back and all that. But remember, my favorite ones were the ones that had the foil pattern in the sleeve already, so it made all your cards look foil. But those sleeves were terrible. If you remember those, they split immediately and they were all frayed and awful. Basically, this is the new usable version of that kind of idea. So they sent me a bunch of stuff to show off to you guys. I got in contact with them after Gen Con. Right now, they only have one type of the foiling effect, which I'll show you in a second, but eventually they're going to have different kinds of foil. So, the shatter foil is that's how I describe this foil, but they're going to have different versions of the foil later on. And I got to see them at Gen Con, and they all look awesome. That was my favorite thing, that there are different colors and different designs of the foil. So, we'll see that soon, but right now, just one type of foil. So I believe they only had the 6 colors at the moment. They've got your standard red, white, black, blue, green for Magic, and they have a clear version as well, which I'm actually excited about. They come in 100 packs, so you have more than enough for whatever game you're playing. Nothing crazy about the packages or anything. I don't know how much the cost is. It's probably going to be different based on where you get them. And I believe they're only matte so far, only matte finishes on these. But again, this is a new company, new product, so that's all going to change in the future. So, talking about all this, I have dust all over this deck. Let's see what they look like. So I have a Dragon Ball Super deck that I sleeved up. This is the one Bandai sent me to show you what it looks like. Look how cool it looks. None of these cards are foil. These are, I'll even prove it to you. These are just common cards, but they all look awesome foil with these sleeves. And I'm happy to report these sleeves are not terrible, so you can actually use these sleeves. I've been playing a lot with this deck ever since I got these sleeves. I'm kind of an enigma, I guess. I don't split sleeves. I've just learned to shuffle so I don't split sleeves. I can do that shuffle like everyone else does, but I do it in a way where I'm not splitting the sleeves. If you just pinch your fingers at the top and use your pinkies to spread out the bottom, fan it out, they just slide in. You don't have to split sleeves like an animal. Anyways, but I've been purposefully harsh with these. I've been just, angry with them, and I shuffle how I see some of you monsters shuffle. And I haven't gotten any splits so far. They seem pretty good. They are matte finish, so the shuffle feel isn't, amazing. It's not going to feel like you're having the really smooth sleeves that just kind of flow together, but that also means with those sleeves you put it down and they slide over. These aren't going anywhere because they're matte finish, and it shuffles great. I now realize the black sleeves probably was not the best choice to show off on camera. That's kind of my fault, but those are the ones I used. But the thing I was curious about is what these would look like on cards that are already foil. So like this one, it just makes it look better. It makes it look even more pretty with all this extra foil on there. And this isn't an obnoxious foil. You can very easily still read the cards just fine. I love it. I was kind of worried about what the foil would look like on the already foil cards, but I can tell you it looks great. So that's how they work on Dragon Ball Super cards. Dragon Ball Super cards are a little bit thicker than, Magic cards. So to show this off, I brought some other card games just to kind of sleeve them and see how they feel in these sleeves. But honestly, the ones I'm most curious about are these clear ones, because I don't play this may surprise you. I don't play mini card games as much as I used to anymore. I do a lot of board games now. So I'm always looking for clear sleeves for board games because cards and board games have really nice backs that are really beautiful, so I want to show those through. So I've been really curious about how these clear sleeves are going to work. And these are these matte? These say matte finish, but these don't have the same texture as the other cards do, so these are actually smooth. So these might actually shuffle even better. Alright, so hang on. So I got a UFS deck here. So I'm also kind of weird because I shuffle different based on what the deck is. So for the thicker cards like Super and Buddy Fight and all that, I do the regular shuffle like everyone else does. But if they're thinner cards like Magic or UFS, I like to bridge shuffle because like I said, I'm weird. I like to have that curve in it because it makes it easier to pick up the cards and tap them and all that. So I like to bridge shuffle when the cards are thinner. So I'm gonna de-sleeve this and sleeve this in the clear sleeves. Let's see how this works. Alright, so I messed with these for a little bit and I think I've seen enough. These are definitely not matte. I don't know why the package says these are matte. It looks like they use the same package for each one, so that might be it. So they might need to fix that in the future, but these are definitely not matte. They are very smooth, and because of that, they do shuffle nicer than the matte ones because they're not matte. That's just how sleeves work. Shuffle really nice. Again, I've only been using these for a couple minutes, but they seem pretty sturdy. A couple of things about these, though. These are not foil on one side and foil on the other side, so you can see, again, it makes your cards look great. I love how this looks. I also wanted to see how this would look on different kinds of foils. This card's actually already foil, but it's that kind of, I don't know how you call it, bland foil, I guess, where everything's just kind of foil. So I want to see how that would look, and I think it looks pretty cool still. For some reason on these, though, maybe it's because these are thinner cards than the Dragon Ball Super cards, and again, it's kind of hard to tell on camera, but the sleeves are almost a little too big. These are all standard size cards and sleeves, but you can kind of see around the outside there's a lot of extra room in there, like, a lot of extra room. The card's not, like, jiggling around or anything, but if I can shake it to one side, you can see there's a lot more room on the right than the left. If you double sleeve, that's perfectly fine, because it's going to fill out that spot, but kind of a little bit bigger than I thought. And because of that, since it's not a super tight fit, and I wanted to see how this would work on the curved cards like I have, you can see the sleeves do that. The sleeves kind of just open up because they're slightly curved. So because they're not a super tight fit, they're kind of loose and open, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but they shuffle really well, and they make your cards look cool. Since they're clear, you can also do it where you can put the foil on the backs if you want to and have the front not foil. It's up to you. But these aren't tournament legal because you can see the back of the card, and because that would be cheating, so still. I like the clear ones. I definitely want to put these, I definitely use these with my board game stuff, just make it look a little nicer. But these are perfectly serviceable sleeves to use for your deck as well. I like these a lot. So we tried the matte ones, we tried the clear, not matte ones. Let's try some red ones, because it's my favorite color. I also don't know why. Maybe it's just the packs they sent me, but there's just loose sleeves in the package. I don't know why. These might be like review copies or something. I'm not 100% sure, but that's a little weird. So these are also matte, like the black ones. Yep, they're matte on the back. Yeah, that's the same. And they're also foil. So I'm going to try doing the Buddy Fight cards because I think what I wanted to see, I don't know if there's actually any in here or not. So a lot of Bushy Road stuff has that shatter foil that I'm talking about. I don't know if there's anything in here that's shatter foil though. Well, yeah, I just tried to find my other Buddy Fight decks or any Bushiroad deck that had that shadow foil, and I can't find any. So we're just gonna use this as an example. Just want to see how these look in this foil. Pretty cool, like I thought it would. Yeah, see, Buddy Fight cards are much thicker than a lot of other cards, so it fits a lot better in that sleeve. Nice, I like it. And I brought Star Realms too, just to, I guess, make a point you can use them with board game things. These are the same size, or same thickness as UFS, so I've already kind of demonstrated that, so we don't need to do that. Alright, well I think that about covers them. I like them a lot. They could be a little bit better. I personally like it when my sleeves are very snug, when the cards are very snug in the sleeve. So they could be a little bit thinner, or however that has to work. I don't know. I don't make sleeves. Like I said, I haven't had any troubles with them. I've been really hard with that Dragon Ball Super deck, and I haven't had any problems with the sleeves whatsoever. I really like the clear ones, that they're smoother to shuffle because they're not matte. I personally not a huge fan of the matte sleeves, but everyone loves them, so that's your personal preference. I'm really excited to see what they do in the future. I really want the other foil sleeves, like the ones I saw at Gen Con. They had like circle patterns that, like, as you turn the card, they like went out and in. It was really pretty. They had a bunch of different ones at that Gen Con. So I'm excited to see that. I'm pretty sure you can buy them directly from their website. I'll put it in the description, or you can, it's right there. I'll put it in the description so you guys can go check them out. Thank you again, Prismatic Defender, for sending these to me to show off to you guys. I'm pretty impressed by them. And that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys have any questions or comments, of course, let me know, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I've got some more playlist stuff to watch down here, and as always, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.